Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Before I start the readings, I want to let you know that I do have some new online courses available on how to read oracle cards and crystals of spirituality, so click on the link below to check them out. Hi Taurus, it's Sloan Rose here with your life purpose and career and money reading for the months of May, June, and July 2018. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And Taurus, just to remind you that the love and romance readings are also up and available on the YouTube channel, as well as on my podcast, which is SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. I have links below. And what else? I guess that's it. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and get started. This is for May, June, and July 2018. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Life, purpose, money, and career. I'm going to be getting one card from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen Farmer as the overarching theme for you, Taurus. 3 cards from the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue. 3 cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Kranz. 1 card in the area of your money from the Money Tarot by Eugene Vinitsky. And then I'm going to finalize your reading with a numerology card. Let's go ahead and get started. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, May, June, and July 2018. Okay, ancestors, generations. Someone else got this, but I can't remember who. And we have Wolf Instinct. I think Leo got this under the deck. Okay. I think it might have been Libra who had this. Well, it looks like during this time period, Taurus, there is a focus for you on family, on generational understandings, generational teachings, generational learnings. It may be that you are being very supported during this time period by your family, but also that you may be busy because everyone wants a piece of you. And you're working to transform. I think what you're doing here, Taurus, as I feel it for you, is you're working to transform yourself and keep those parts of your family traditions and understandings and teachings and generational learnings. Keep the ones that work for you and transform kind of like alchemically, you know, like using a little bits and then turn it into something new. Is how it feels like. Like you want to incorporate you, who is an individual, as well as the familial and generational aspects, and create something new with it. That's how it feels, at least during this time frame. But let's go ahead and get some additional cards from the Life Purpose deck. Taurus. Yeah, it's like you want to be the lone wolf, but you also recognize how much support and understanding and guidance and information comes from generations and generations that have preceded you. It's really interesting. It's like you want to be yourself, but you also want to incorporate and integrate your family as well into it. Which makes sense because, you know, the idea of the lone wolf is always a little interesting because, you know, we know that there's a pack somewhere that wolf belongs to. All right, so we have children, we have freedom, and we have spiritual teacher. We have sensitivity under the deck. Okay. Well, several signs got this today in this exact placement, but I can't remember who. I think Leo, maybe Gemini, maybe someone else. I know someone had freedom in the center as well. No one else today has had the spiritual teacher card. Beautiful energy. All right, I'll show you the cards as I see them. So we have, the main focus is ancestors, generations. Under the deck we have Wolf, Instinct, using your animal instincts, trusting your intuition. It goes very, very nicely with the sensitivity card that is also under the deck. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. There's a fine attunement going on right now for you, Taurus, where you are picking up a lot of information that isn't being said. Very interesting. Again, and it may be that you're picking up on energy and guidance that's coming in through the spirit realm, through your loved ones who have passed on, and generations who have passed on. So you're tuning in more to the spiritual realms. Goes nicely with a spiritual teacher. Right here. All right, let me show you these cards. Okay, so we have children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. We have freedom right in the center. Beautiful energy for you. You're free to do what you choose. Things have opened up for you, Taurus, and you have a lot of opportunities now. Really lovely. And we have the spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. Very spiritual focus for you. You know, that sensitivity, the instinct, the ancestral learnings, teachings, understandings, the generations upon generations who are supporting you as you make changes in your life. Let me change the light a little bit here. That's better. It was going very orange. Like an Oompa Loompa. Okay. Well, we have the children, right, looking right at the freedom. And I think part of it is, of course, the playful side for you, you know, being like a child. Even the dolphins are very fun-loving, you know, so there is that element. For some of you, it does indeed reference working with children in some way. But for you, I also feel like it's the clan. You know, you're wanting to have people close to you. You're wanting to have people to support you. We have generations. We have children. You know, it's this idea of those who have come before us and those who will come after. And you're connecting more. You're much more sensitive, attuning more to that which is not being said, picking up on the energies that are available, and allowing yourself to play. She's even looking back towards the children. You know, it's almost like you're in two different worlds here in the center, Taurus. Part of you is in this playful, childlike place, you know, with the clan. And the other part of you is standing alone as the wise healer, the shaman, the knower of things. So you're kind of like in between worlds in some ways, which is super interesting. Now, it could be for some of you that you actually just seek out a spiritual teacher during this particular time frame to help you as you become more sensitive, as you become more connected to the ancestral realms, the ancestral messages that you may be receiving through the dream state or just as you walk about your life, you know. Really, really interesting. But I feel like that spiritual teacher, I feel like this, in many ways, this is you. You're very grounded. You may have a desire during this time frame, Taurus, to connect more to spiritual teachings, to read about Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, you know, whatever comes up for you, Kabbalah, Kabbalistic teachings, Judaism. You may have a desire to look at this and explore this more. So you feel more fleshed out. You have a greater understanding of other people's perspectives to help you know and feel confident and comfortable in what you are experiencing internally, which may be at odds with what you were raised with for some of you. As I mentioned, you're wanting to take parts of your ancestral learnings, teachings, understandings, and create something new with who you are, your own individual self. You have your own reason for being here, separate from your family. And the grounded way with which you do this is what is so powerful. It's a very practical, grounded approach. Not a lot of frou-frou. You're not looking for a lot of fluff. You're just very practical and grounded in it. You know it, you feel it, you understand it, and that makes you approachable. You know, others want to seek you out to get, you know, to hear your wise counsel. So even if you're not giving classes and sessions and seminars, people seek you out. They sense it within you, a strength, an understanding, a grounded spiritual nature that is extremely comforting to others. Wow. Okay. All right, Taurus. I'm going to get some cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot. Give us a bit more information. again, you're free to do what you choose. You're free to explore any religious or spiritual teachings that resonate with you, regardless of your family. Regardless of how you've raised your children, you may be experiencing a shift here. You know, you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. You can't begin to attune more and more to the unseen without having it affect you in the seen. And it may be that you attend classes, sessions, seminars as well. Message this for Taurus. Okay, here we go. Mother of Wands. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Doesn't have to be, though. It doesn't have to be male or female either. We have a Daughter of Wands, the Page of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Son of Wands. Wow. Oh, fire. Oh, Wands energy. And we have the Star in the reverse under the deck. The Star in reverse under the deck, I will say, going with that spiritual teacher, you know, as I mentioned, people seeking you out for wise counsel. Not only seeking you out for wise counsel, but seeking you out so that you can uplift them. Again, the grounded nature with which you understand your place in the universe, let's say, is extremely comforting to others. And I think that you may find yourself in that position during this time period again and again, being that person that people go to, so you can uplift them with your larger perspective of life, let's say, where you're not getting caught up in the minutia and the little itty-bitty, you know, petty worries and quarrels. You're able to help others and uplift them, and you may find yourself in that position quite a bit during this time frame. Okay, so very, very interesting energies here. We have, as I mentioned, all wands. We have the Mother of Wands, beautiful, friendly, inspiring energy. We have the Daughter of Wands in the reverse. And then we have the Son of Wands, the Knight of Wands. So we have the Queen, the Knight, and the Page in the center. Could be a very fast-moving time, May, June, and July for you. You may find that you transform very, very quickly, or that you burn through energies very, very fast during this time frame. Maybe things aren't as stable in terms of around you, but you hold your own ground with your deeply practical, earthbound nature. The Mother of Wands, it may be that there's someone around you who is very inspirational to you, who is very friendly, very warm individual, who inspires you, who includes everyone. It goes with that children energy, this idea. It could be a Leo individual even here, who, it doesn't have to be female, but this energy that's more divine feminine, in that it's more just open, you know. Everyone's included. Come with me. We're going to make this happen. Very fun. And it inspires you. But what happens in the middle here, with the Daughter of Wands in reverse, is that you may burn out. You know, it may be you're very sensitive, as I've mentioned with this card, and it may be that it's just you have the greatest of intentions and you want to work with this individual or do what this person's doing, but either they kind of flake out or you flake out in the middle. And I think it may be that you don't want to commit, let's say, even, because we have the freedom. You know, you're free to do what you choose, and I feel like in some ways you get really inspired, but then there's also like a lack of energy, and you just say, I don't have the energy, it's too much, I'm too sensitive right now, I'm still trying to figure things out. Or that I just don't want to commit to any one thing, because right now I'm in the process of elimination by opening up and seeing what's available before I make a decision. Then we have the Knight of Wands as well here, and the Knight of Wands, very similar energy. Passionate energy, inspired energy, very creative, works nicely with the Queen to push her agenda, let's say. So this is why I say it may be kind of an unstable time in this way, because there's a lot of creativity and inspiration, but you just may not have the energy. So you may find that there's a bit of an ebb and flow here. That's okay, you know. And it may happen a few times, so this all Wands energy, and Wands energy can be very fast-moving, kind of unstable energy. Do I want to say anything more about that? I'm not sure I do.
It may be too, because you are such a giver, Taurus, you have such a big heart, you're very stable, you know, people know they can trust you. It may be, I'm really drawn to the eggs that the snake is protecting, and here we have the children. It may be that you find yourself in a position of wanting to protect others, people who you feel are not as, in your mind, capable. You know, you may feel very powerful. Sometimes, especially with that spiritual teacher, as I mentioned, you may find yourself in the role of giving guidance, giving good counsel. But remember that it's not your job to protect the world. Everyone is responsible for themselves. And of course, you can give good counsel. It's a very different energy between being a spiritual teacher, you know, and trying to defend and protect everyone and get everyone on the same page. Very, very different energy, and that might be what causes you some exhaustion. Here, it maybe have been a little bit in the past, like you felt like you were the mother to everybody, and you had to protect your babies, you know, kind of thing. And you know, meanwhile you're working with adults. You know, they're not actually children, but you're treating them like children, and that can be very fatiguing. And maybe you kind of flake out, and you're like, you know, I can't do that anymore. So now you're more free to do things in a more playful, enjoyable way. And that helps you understand and make the distinction between being a spiritual teacher and being a leader. You know, the spiritual teacher isn't worried about saving the souls of others, because their souls don't need to be saved. You know, the spiritual teacher understands and guides through the depth of their own journey towards self, towards the divine, that everyone is perfect just as they are, that no one needs to be saved, everyone needs to be loved, and that is how you save them, you know. And so, you know, there's a distinction there, and it may come up for you during this time period. All right, let me get a card on your money. And it could also just be that you have quite a few fire signs around you during this time period. Again, with that sensitive, you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Watch your energy level. You know, when you find the energies leaving your body, when you're working with someone or talking with someone, that's a cue for you that you're trying too hard. You don't need to work so hard. All right, so looking at your money, Taurus. There we go. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I mean, that's unreal. Okay. Again, you know, with Queen of Wands in the reverse, around your money, like it may be that you go through money really, really quickly during this time frame, that you're not really paying attention, that you are overindulging, let's say. All this fiery energy, Wands energy, especially around your money, and it's already around you in general during this time frame, things are moving very, very quickly. You're processing very, very quickly. It comes up again, you process again very, very quickly. Drink a lot of water. Detox as best you can. Watch your diet. And around your money, make sure that whoever is the source of your income, that you pay attention. You know, this person could be very, very flighty as well. So, you know, make sure you stay on top of your money. You're an earth sign, you're Taurus, you're, you know, usually really pretty, you know, careful and watchful of your money if you're not overindulging. But with the Queen of Wands in reverse, it may be that the person who maybe has control of your money, if it's not you, or is somehow involved with your money, maybe it's the source of your income, let's say, rather than control of it, that they have some great ideas that they spend the money on, and it leaves you a little short. So just, you know, some general reading, so I can't address every potential money issue that could occur, but just keep an eye on your money and make sure that you are not you know, paying for everything and every great idea that someone else has, but that they have no intention of actually ever seeing come to completion. All right, so Taurus. I'm going to get one more card from the numerology deck, and I'm going to close out your reading. Remember, if you're interested in the online courses, I have two particular ones up that I'm super excited to share with you. It's the How to Get Started with Oracle Cards for Beginners, and then also the Intermediate and Advanced course, which is a professional level certification course. So you would get a certificate at the end of the course that you could put on your website or in your office. All right, so one more card for Taurus. Message. Taurus. Okay. Effort. Happy ending. All this yellowy, fiery, the wands kind of energy here. Fast-moving, bright, sunny energy. Everything's going well. It's just, I think what's going to take some effort on your part is trying to create something foundational, because with all that wands energy, it's very unstable. So the effort, I think, for you is going to be around grounding yourself here. Something you do naturally, but so much wands energy, you may find that there are a lot of distractions. That's okay. Just ground yourself in what you know to be true. We do have the happy ending card under the deck as well. So this idea of the change, you're making changes, it's all going to work out exactly as it's meant to here for you, Taurus. So anyway, I hope you find that helpful. I wish you much love as always, and I'll see you maybe at your private Reiki appointment or tarot reading or over on the website. Much love.